In my new house, I found an old diary. It belonged to a woman named Eleanor who lived here in the 1950s. Her words were scary. She talked about something hiding in the walls, whispering at night. Eleanor was terrified. She said she heard a woman's voice begging for help. I felt uneasy. Was Eleanor's story real? As night fell, the house felt eerie. I heard whispers, just like Eleanor described. They echoed through the halls, chilling me to the bone. I pulled the covers tight, hoping it was just my imagination. But the whispers grew louder, more urgent. I realized Eleanor's warnings were true. Something sinister lurked within these walls. It hungered for something, and tonight, it seemed to hunger for me. I trembled in the darkness, knowing I was not alone. The house held secrets, dark and terrifying. And as the night dragged on, I feared I would become its next victim. As the whispers grew louder and more insistent, I clutched the diary tightly, hoping it held some clue to defeating whatever haunted this house. Suddenly, the room plunged into darkness, and a cold breeze swept through the air, sending shivers down my spine. Then, in the blackness, I saw her, a ghostly figure materializing before me. It was the woman Eleanor had spoken of, her face twisted in anguish, her eyes pleading for release. With a trembling hand, I reached out, hoping to offer comfort, but as I did, the figure let out a blood-curdling scream that echoed through the house. I stumbled back, terror coursing through my veins, but there was nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The ghost drew closer, her presence suffocating, her desperation palpable. In a final act of desperation, I opened the diary and began to read aloud, hoping to break whatever curse held this house captive. But instead of bringing relief, my words seemed to anger the spirit even more. With a violent gust of wind, the room shook, and the walls seemed to close in around me. I closed my eyes, bracing for the end, but the chaos ceased just as suddenly as it had begun. When I dared to open my eyes, the ghost was gone, and the house was eerily silent once more. But as I looked around, I knew the darkness still lingered, waiting for its next victim. As I fled the house, I couldn't shake the feeling that it wasn't just Eleanor's ghost I had encountered, but something far more evil, something that would stop at nothing to claim its prey.